go with a frat party to you. I'm serious.
There we go. We have a homework assignment.
Yeah, we can go to a frat party. It's going to be weird because we're old, and I don't know how we're going to get in. I got some contacts. But, bro, you've never been.
I've never been to one ever in my life.
Dude, I will take you.
Well, we talking
Pinky
about a college
promise.
party?
You pinky promising?
A frat college party.
Oh. Now, John's probably like being quiet, but in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I want to go to one too.
I would like to go to one, but it's like Matt, I think we're on the same wavelength here. I'm going to get there, and I have that realization where I'm going to be like, dude, these are a bunch of kids. I can't stand these people.
Yes.
I can't stand these kids. They're not at my maturity level. And
John, I've seen you drinking before, bro. When you damn near black the hell out, dude.
Yeah, he's right.
Is this sex so good I shouldn't have for free?
And then I'm looking at it as now, hey, you're 18, you're 21. I mean, technically it's legal.
I knew it. I knew he had it in him.
So
I don't know, dude. It's just weird, but you know,
it would be weird.
We're going. We're all going.
All right, there we go. We have it. I hope you've got this. I hope you got some peace of mind with that.
Well, you guys will save me from going to doctor school if you guys can get me in a frat party. I'll tell you that.
There we go. Stick around next. We're going to have our first in-studio guest with our Valentine's Day topic. We'll get right into that coming up next on Skull and Bones Radio.
Yo, this is Junior from Chula Vista.
And Will from Escondido.
This is Stephanie. And Elisa from Lemon Grove.
Here listening to Skull and Bones Radio.
On iHeartRadio.
The best station in SD.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, Skull and Bones Radio. Before the break, we mentioned Valentine's Day. You know, we had a very juicy topic for everyone. So with that, we have our resident. What would we call her? Our resident.
She's our resident expert, man.
Our resident expert
on women's insight.
Sarah, welcome to the show.
Wow, thanks for having me back.
We're
Look
glad.
at that title, resident expert.
The listeners spoke. Your advice was juicy. It was insightful. So we thought, you know what? Valentine's Day's around the corner. Let's see what Sarah thinks. You know, let's talk about this.
Yeah, man, they definitely wanted her back, but shoot, my bad. I just wanted to check that everybody loved you.
Yeah,
Thank
everyone
you.
loved you. So welcome
Great.
back. Welcome back to the show. So as I mentioned, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. I came across a post, an article, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. Okay,
right,
so here's what it reads: Valentine died for love, right? Romeo also died for love. Now Jack from Titanic, he died for love, right?
Ain't that the truth?
Samson, I don't know if you're religious, but Samson from the Bible, he died for love. Greek heroes like Hercules and Achilles, they also died for love, right? You tracking?
Yeah, I'm tracking.
All right, so even Jesus, the almighty Jesus, he died for love. So I ask you this. I love that bed. That's awesome. So I ask you this. In all of these scenarios, where are the women at, right? What woman has died for love?
Oh!
Now,
that is good.
guys, here's my proposition. Mattman 100, Mickey 3.
100.
I encourage you, do not buy a woman a Valentine's gift. Don't get her a treat. Don't get her anything unless she can give us at least 5 names of women who have died for love.
Love it.
5. That's not a lot, right?
That seems like a lot.
Oh, I love it.
So, okay, real quick, Matt, Mick, do you agree? Are we on the same page
I'm
with this?
100% on board, baby.
So we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes of this, Sarah.
God. Who has a woman that's died for love?
You ain't getting your chocolates if you can't answer.
My goodness. Oh my gosh. Is this looking bad for
It's just
females
looking
right
bad.
now?
I mean, you got
I got broads in Atlanta.
we put you on the spot. You got to think quick.
I don't know. Do you have answers to this?
I don't even know.
You can plead the 5th, but I'm going to bombard you with even more.
Okay.
All right. Well, you plead the 5th?
Yeah, I'm pleading the 5th. I got to think about this. But
Okay, fair
You
enough.
could say Juliet. Juliet's an easy one. She died for love, right?
Now, she committed suicide,
They
bro.
both did, right?
They both did. I mean, I thought, yeah, maybe
Okay.
her.
So we got 1 down, 4 to go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
All right.
working on it.
So a friend of mine out of Colorado, her name is Nikki. We've been friends for a very long time. I think this is our 10th year of friendship, actually. She has always been kind of like a bit of a counselor, if you will, to me. She kind of reminds me of that Elijah Schleichinger comedian.
Yeah, Schlesinger.
Where she broke some girl code and she sent us a list, Nikki's top 10 list of men dating chicks. She gave us a bunch of tips.
Well,
So
it was insight. Let me just clarify. It was insight into women as being a woman, right?
Yes, exactly.
So we're gonna break into 5 points.
So here we go. We're gonna throw some at you,
All right.
and here comes the jab, Sarah. So
I'm in it.
let us know your thoughts as a woman, because she's not holding back.
Okay.
So this is what Nikki has to say. Number 1, we are crazy, but we're not just crazy. We're psycho, nuts, and general head cases. I contemplated whether I should actually create a top 10 or if I should just make bullet point. Oh, never mind. This is where she's. That's the rest of the list. I'm sorry.
So number 1 was
We're
you're
crazy. Yeah.
I think that's a give me.
Girls are crazy. That's 100% true.
Guys are crazy
really?
too, though, right?
What?
I'm trying to plead the fit, like
What are you
see
doing,
the other
Matt?
side. Guys are crazy too.
Yeah, no, guys definitely have their crazy, but girls are for sure just nuts. We are.
Oh,
And,
okay.
like-
Well, she's agreeing. She's agreeing
So
with
I
it.
agree with that.
Okay.
I don't want to, I'm not, yeah, I actually agree with Nikki on that one because we have our little quirks and we can be crazy
Okay.
sometimes.
Can you
Now,
pinpoint it to like something specific, or is it just kind of a plethora of
I
things?
think it's just a lot of things, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. And I'm saying that guys should really get in on the crazy and just kind of understand it.
Well, she also says this pro tip for that. She says, "Never ever tell us women that we are crazy. Keep that to yourself." That's her.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Don't tell me I'm being crazy.
Why not? I mean, that's if someone's speeding, a cop pulls them over and says, "You're speeding. Here's a ticket." Why
yeah,
can't you
that's
tell
not
the
the
chick?
same as you being like, "Ooh, honey, you're crazy," or like, "Ooh, you do look fat."
Yeah.
No,
I got
that's
a pro
not
tip
what
for
we
guys. Every time they're being crazy, just substitute it with "you're beautiful."
need. Right.
Baby, you're being
There you
beautiful
go,
right now.
See?
It's like, yes, I am.
Just as universal it is that women are crazy, it's also a universal rule that you don't tell a woman she's crazy, or you don't ask her, "Are you crazy?"
Maybe that's why I've never necessarily gotten along with women in the romantic department because I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't raised that way. I was raised to call people out. Hey, girl, you need to lose 10 pounds.
Number 2.
Vengeful. If you cheat on us, piss us off, or
Yes.
do something terribly awful, don't be surprised if something gets broken, pawned, or burned.
Burn. That's what I was going to say.
Besides the occasional creeper on the news who kills his ex-girlfriend's dog because she dumped him, how often do you really hear stories of guys getting together to burn pictures, clothes, guitars, stuffed animals, laptops, etc.? Now think about how many girls have openly admitting to doing it. Why? She says, please revert back to number 1.
True. I do agree with that. However, I think that guys do it in their own way. I think guys are very, very vengeful in their own way. And yeah, girls... for sure. Girls do it a little bit weirder. Like, yeah, have I burned cards and pictures and things? Of course I have.
Like burned or thrown away?
Burned.
Oh, my God.
Started a fire outside and burned. Of course I have. Like, why wouldn't I? You know, you got to do those kind of things. But I think guys, and there are a lot, there's like that website where guys put their like exes naked pictures.
What? I've never heard of this.
Yes, as in, so guys can get revenge too. They just do it in a different way. They don't sit around, you know, like eating ice cream and making, you know,
I feel like
like
girls.
voodoo dolls and sticking like.
I could think of
Pins in
one
them.
guy thing that vengeful. You know, they always say the easiest way to get over a girl is get underneath another. And I feel like that's the vengeful thing for guys.
But girls are crazy enough and they're vengeful enough to say, okay, I'm mad at you. Guess what? I screwed your best friend.
That's true.
They will break your heart.
That is true. Girls do that. I don't want to speak from personal experience, but I will. No, that's for sure true. But guys maybe will not sleep with the girl's best friend, but guys will just sleep with the first person they see.
Yeah. No standards, no
True.
nothing.
Wow, no, because it's like, well, this is what you did to me. So it's, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with her because girls do that, but I think guys do it just as much, just in a different way.
Okay, well, that was
Number 3.
craziness. Planning. We are constantly planning. Maybe not in the sense of deciding what our weekend schedule will be, but we nonetheless plan. If you forget our anniversaries, birthdays, Valentine's Day, or any other commercial holiday, we may say that we're not mad and that it's okay while appearing to be understanding and forgiving, but it's not. We're thinking of what we're going to cash this mistake out on. Oh, okay. Maybe it'll be a dog we see at the shelter or the designer dress that we've had our eye on. In all honesty, sometimes we hope you do forget so that we can have an excuse to get something that we really wanted but was just waiting for the leverage.
Dang.
Dude.
That's low, but that happens. And
She said it's low,
and
bro.
it's because girls don't forget things. Like, if you don't get me an Easter basket in like 6 months, I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this for you because remember that time you didn't get me the Easter basket? Like, it's always up there.
Not even religious.
It's always in there.
Not even religious.
I'm not even talking about that. We could Valentine's Day, it's fine. I'm just saying, it's all things. So
What
girls,
happened to my Hanukkah gifts? You're not Jewish.
Yeah, you're not even Jewish.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
No, girls just they remember everything, and I want to say it's a nicer thing. Like, they want to push you to remember things. Like, come on, you have to. Like, I am not someone that's like I plan out everything, but I have a great memory, and I treat a guy the way that I would want to be treated. So I like to do nice things, and I like to remember things, and like it would be cool if you did too.
You know what? For me as a guy, I feel like I have a very bad memory. Things like birthdays and anniversaries, I don't remember at all. But that's just kind of how I am, and I feel like I've upset plenty of women because I don't plan, I don't remember things. I'm just kind of more go with the flow, figure it out as we go. Let's do a trip, okay? You know, we'll get there. You know, obviously we have a place to stay, but everything else we'll kind of figure it out. I don't have things I want to do specifically, so I don't really plan in that regard.
Okay, I feel
And
you.
more recently, it's gotten me into a lot of trouble where I don't plan, I don't prepare, and I've realized that, I mean, a smart guy should have like a plan, you know, a plan of attack, and stick to it. Otherwise, yeah, you'll be in a doghouse.
You might get in a little bit of trouble. It's the same with like giving flowers for no reason or something for no reason. It's like, wow, he went through all of this and thought of me when it wasn't even like a day or something special. It was like, oh, this happened. So if you can't remember the important days, we just feel like every other 365 days of the year are just going down the chute because, you know, if you can't remember when our anniversary is.
But in Jean's defense,
Number
though,
4.
not quite yet, Maddie. So
Number 4.
So really quick, still on number 3
Yeah.
and Jean's defense. So if he can't even remember his own birthday, and then let alone, you know, obviously he's going to forget yours. Is there some grounds there for forgiving him, for forgiving the poor guy, or is he still going to be in the doghouse?
I think ultimately I will be in a doghouse.
I mean, you're probably still going to be in the doghouse, and I'm not sure that I want to be with you if you can't remember your own birthday, to be honest.
All right,
Take
Matt.
some notes.
Number 4.
Manipulation. This is more of a warning than a tip. We have the capability to overcome any objection and argue any side. If we wanted to and set our minds to it, we could probably talk to you into letting us adopt the neighborhood raccoon that goes through the trash. We're that good. All right, Sarah, what do you got?
I mean, that's true. We are pretty good at that. I don't know. I don't want to call it manipulation because that sounds negative.
This is what she wrote, girl. I'm not.
No, I just want to say that I think it's more of just talking you into something that maybe at first you don't think you want to do, but you kind of do because we want you to.
So basically, you just don't want to feel guilty about what you're doing to us.
Exactly.
So maybe persuasive is a
like
better
a little
word?
bit more persuasive, like, we do need this raccoon because, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, that's why, you know?
I feel like that's justifying
And you're like,
it.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Let's get a raccoon.
I'm not, I mean, maybe it is, but yeah, I just don't like the word manipulation because that sounds negative, but I mean.
Well, you're going to love the next one.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I'm
Matt.
ready.
Do we have the female?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number
Number
5.
Our rules don't apply to us. We can get in an argument with you in the car and tell you that we are done talking and demand silence. Then 5 seconds later, we were back to expressing how upset we are and sometimes at a higher volume. Why did we demand silence and now we're breaking our own request? Because we're crazy.
Revert to number 1. Yeah, I mean.
I've actually had that happen to me before.
I'm sure
Plenty of times throughout my life, yeah.
There's a lot of double standards.
It's like what we talked about a few weeks back with you.
I think we talked about that. It's kind of the same thing. And also, especially in a fight situation and in a car, because, oh my gosh, where are you going to go? But it's like we just have so much in our head. There's just so much going on. And I I think personally, this is how guys are. There's a problem, and in their head, they just think of it, and they just want the outcome. They just want to know, like, what it is, like, how can I make my girlfriend feel better? Okay, I just need to get to the final outcome. And girls are like, every single second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm mad, I'm not mad, I want to talk, I don't want to talk. So that's what it is. And then